Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the first installment of what I'm calling the Marketing Mastermind series presented by Remax Full Sail. Today we're going to be talking about AI resources and how you can use them in your real estate business to level up and to save some time. Most of the current tech that you're going to see are using what they call prompts. These are text-based AI systems, so when you put in an input, you're going to get an output. The value of that output is only worth whatever your input is. I'll be going into those more about how to write an effective prompt, all that stuff. And just keep in mind right now, the AI that we have really only does about 70% of the work. So you're still going to have to go in there, add your human touch, edit some of it. A lot of these systems are not up to date with market trends and stuff like that in our area, so you're going to have to edit that. But it gives you a really good template to start out from. So one of the main ones that you're going to hear about and is super popular right now is called ChatGPT. They're one of the most popular and talked about AI uses currently. It's owned by a company called OpenAI. So you put in a prompt, you get text written for you in seconds that give you everything that you can imagine. It's kind of crazy. It can be used to produce scripts and give outlines for marketing campaigns. But like I said earlier, it's only as good as the prompt that you give it. So we'll go into prompting in just a minute. Some of the ways that I've used it so far is to produce some blog posts, produce newsletter copy and templates for marketing updates. Like I said, it's not up to date all the way, so you're going to have to go in there and put in the actual data, but it gives you it does 70% of the work, so you just fill in the blanks. It's also really good for writing emails to drip campaigns. Knocking out 10 emails in just a few seconds where it used to take us a couple hours to sit there and manually write it. That's going to be a game changer, and you can upload those into your CRM, send them out however you reach out to people. I asked ChatGPT about writing prompts. This is the information that it gave me back. So some of the most effective ways to do it are to structure it properly. So there's different ways depending on what kind of output you want to structure that prompt. Be very specific about the task that you want it to accomplish and the questions that you have. You can even go into specifics about who you're speaking to, different demographics if you're working on a marketing campaign. And one of the other effective ways to use it is what they call role setting, which is saying as a real estate agent, write a 500-word email to, blah, blah, blah. You can give it relevant background information. Ask it to use certain sources or pull from those if you know that there's data out there already. Be specific about the format and length. So if you are writing a blog post, tell it how many words you want. If you're writing an email, if you're doing a TikTok script or an Instagram reel or caption, be specific about those, and that will tailor what kind of response you get out of it. Add any specific instructions, so the tone that you want it to come off as. If you want it to have humor, if you want it to be very serious, those few little things can change the output that you get. Also give it examples of previous work that you've done, and it will actually write the responses and the output in your vernacular using what you sound like. So give it an example of some previous emails you've written. It will copy your style and make it sound like you. It's pretty crazy. Here's an example of a well-structured prompt. Please generate a 500-word blog post discussing the benefits of owning a home in the city of Los Angeles. And this could be Charleston, this could be wherever you're at. The blog post should include information on the current real estate market trends, home prices, popular neighborhoods, and it should also highlight the benefits of owning a home compared to renting, such as long-term financial benefits and stability. The tone should be informative and persuasive, with a clear call to action encouraging readers to contact a real estate agent for more information. So being as clear and specific as you can, rather than just saying, write a 500-word blog post about owning real estate in Charleston. If you're a little more specific, it's going to tailor what it gives you and give you a more specific structure in that response. So these are some examples. This is actually what it looks like. So yes, this is exactly what I just said earlier. that is ChatGPT giving me an effective prompt to use on itself. So if you don't necessarily know what to write as a prompt, you can actually ask ChatGPT, giving it the little bit of information that you have, and it will suggest a prompt that will give you a more specific answer. So using the AI to write for AI. You copy that response that it gave us, because I asked it to produce a 5 email drip campaign for potential listing clients. Copy that in here, and it gives you the email number, the subject, dear, with blanks, so you'll have to go in and fill out their name, the city, everything like that, but it gives you a very comprehensive email here. One of the next things that I want to talk about are Canva AI tools. So a lot of agents are already using Canva. It's really good for creating graphics, making social media posts and stuff like that, but there's some really creative AI tools that are built into it that I think you should know about. So one is the Magic Write feature, which is pretty awesome, and it just came out pretty recently. Docs to Deck is actually how I made this presentation. So instead of having to go in here and design and find images and do stuff like that, it will already do that for you. Magic Resize is a feature that's been in Canva for a while, but that allows you to make one piece of content and then use it on multiple different platforms. You can resize an image as a Facebook post, make it an Instagram story, make it into a slideshow, immediately make it into a blog post. It's pretty easy. It just saves you time. So yeah, like I said, the Smart Resize and Magic Resize tools can quickly redesign or resize images. Design suggestions, basically take a template. If you build a template or you create a design, you can ask for design suggestions and it'll change it slightly and just give you various iterations of a design that you've already made. Changing fonts, colors, layouts, all that stuff. And then Magic Write is actually kind of sort of like ChatGPT, but not quite as powerful. And it can just shorten the amount of time that it takes to write information. You give it a prompt, say, give me the 5 best reasons to move to Charleston, it will give you that. It might not be super accurate, you're gonna have to go in there and edit it, like I said, add that human touch, but it definitely will save you time. And then Magic Write is only available in Docs right now. So one of the ways that I've used it in my workflow is if I'm doing a design, if I'm working on a social media post, I'll have a doc in Canva open as well. Use that in the Magic Write feature within Docs, and then copy and paste the output that I get in Docs into the design itself. So ways to use Canva's new AI tools. When you're in Docs, you're going to see this blue and purple circle with a plus sign. You click that and it will prompt you into the Magic Write and AI tools within Canva. That's how you access those. And so you can, some ideas to use Canva's AI, you could use it to write postcards with photos of your listings. That's what Canva is really good for, is doing print designs and creative graphic design work. Use it that way. Use it to create a video tour of your listing. So it's not going to create the video for you, obviously, but it can give you a script to use. You can use it to storyboard or make a comic book to explain the benefits of buying real estate. You can visualize what the property is going to look for after someone moves into the property. So you can give it information about the family, and then it can explain how they're going to use every room, just to give them a little creative example of what to do. And then you can also use it to create a virtual scavenger hunt around, say you're having an open house, something to engage the kids, even the adults. One of the ways that I see to use it is, have the area information, the schools that are close, restaurants that are close by, have those posted around the house, and walk people through a scavenger hunt that not only walks them through the house as they're walking around it, but it gives them information about the area that they're in. So obviously you can use it to design presentations. Like I said, there's a Docs to Deck feature that's available now in Canva. It allows you to create a document with bullet points and headlines, and then it will automatically create a PowerPoint for you. It's really good for doing presentations if you're working on a listing presentation or something like that. Just a good way to use it. Saves you time. So again, ChatGPT is more for text prompting and getting an output that's text-based, or a table or a graph or anything like that. Canva is going to be much better for creating graphic design and images. Just a few things to remember about AI as I wrap up here. Remember to put a human touch on it. If you're just copy and pasting whatever the AI is spitting out, it's probably going to have errors. It's not going to have up-to-date market information. You might want to add your own sense of humor to it. Remember that it does about 70% of the work. So you're going to have to do a little bit of the work. It's not going to replace your job just yet. Most of the current tech uses prompts. So what they call prompt engineering is going to be very important. Learning how to effectively write prompts to get the right answer that you want out of it. That's going to be super important. The quality of your input is going to dictate your output. So again, just make sure that you're good at writing prompts. Play around with it. Reword your inputs. And just see what kind of different responses that you get out of it. And like I said, it's not going to do all the work for you. You still have to do a lot of the work, but it's going to save you a ton of time so that you can actually be out there selling real estate in your listing appointments, actually doing the work. This is just going to make it so much easier. So I hope that you utilize this information. You use the AI responsibly and use it effectively. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help you, create prompts, come up with ideas to use it in your marketing campaigns. And I hope that you find this valuable, and I look forward to talking with you next week.